What, baby?
I'm going live.
Okay. All right. Hey, Leo. How's it
Hi
going?
there. Good.
So we're just waiting for our man Friday. I mean, you're my guy Friday. We're waiting for Jimmy to let us know when to come in. So that should be happening soon. Beautiful. Perfect timing. Thank you, Jimmy Bell. Coming in, everybody. It's Maria from What's the Story with Maria. I want to thank Jim Bell. He's our producer and engineer. He is in New Hampshire. And we are coming through Armed Radio, armeddigitalmedia.com, armedradioglobal.com. You want to go and if you're on your computer and you can't watch us, or you want to do both at the same time, you can stream on those two venues there. And then you can watch us on Facebook Live on my page, Maria Gentili's page. You can watch us on What's the Story with Maria's page. And you can also watch us on YouTube. We have a What's the Story with Maria YouTube page. So if you don't have Facebook and you're someone that enjoys YouTube, you can watch us on that. Let me say hello to our wonderful, wonderful friends, Rena Cugnali-Berger. She is my cousin in Massachusetts. She has said hello. Hello, Rena. Ed Kutu of Blade Salon in Rocky Hill, Connecticut says happy Tuesday. Same to you, Eddie. If you want to get your hair did, go and see Eddie if you're out in Connecticut there. Yes, thank you, Rena, for noticing my guitars. They're in the background there. My two little trusty guitars. I haven't really been playing much guitar lately. I don't know why. It's just I just haven't been playing, but maybe I should start playing again. Okay, so Leo, where are you, my friend? Leo is
I am here. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. There he is. Leo Rodriguez.
Hello, my loves.
You know that when I listen to the podcast and I hear that, I crack up. I crack up because everyone I know now does Leo. It's a household call. Yelp.
Yeah, and everyone's gonna do it at one time. I'm gonna be able to hear it pretty soon.
Yeah, I'm telling you. So Leo was telling us that it's funny because I did my cooking and we usually show each other. And Leo and I, our meals are kind of similar tonight without even trying. Maybe we'll show them later. We're both trying to eat healthier now that the spring has come, right, Leo?
Yes, I'm trying to get into jeans that I had before the pandemic.
Yeah, I hear that. Like even now, I am wearing jeans again. If I stop wearing jeans and I wear my sweatpants, which I did, now it's time. It's time. We got to get out there again, and we have to see real people and do real things. So
but I've been used to the husky. Remember Sears Husky?
Did you used to have to shop there when you were a kid?
Oh yeah, I was one of the husky kids, so I'm kind of used to that.
Yeah, but it's all right. Husky's cute. Nothing wrong with a little meat.
It's warm in the winter.
It is warm in the winter, and we had a long winter. And you know what? We are coming out of it. I don't know what the weather's like there, but it's been beautiful in New York.
Oh, it's about 63 up here, but it's been no clouds, blue sky. We're up 5,000 feet above the sea, so there's pine trees and just beautiful weather. Beautiful weather.
Yeah, and I know I can imagine because I look at your pictures and stuff, and same thing. And wherever you folks are, I've been seeing a lot of people post the cherry blossoms. I think Liz Goldenberg just joined us. There you are. And she was in D.C. last weekend maybe, or for Passover. And she said that it's really beautiful. The cherry blossoms are beautiful there. And a lot of people were taking pictures of Central Park today, which is just like, it looks like a movie set. It's just gorgeous. And in Massachusetts, where my dad lives, the whole street is cherry blossoms. It's just beautiful.
Don't you think that nature's had a little chance to kind of just replenish herself
without
being tread upon on a daily basis by herds of humans.
I think that's a very good point, Leo, because for a while there, for the first few months of lockdown, there were no cars out. And everything was just clearer in a weird way. It was kind of what we needed. So Cheryl Giuliani Rubenstein has checked in. Hi, Cheryl. Sending you so much love this week, honey.
I hear a certain voice coming through.
Oh, there she is. Susan Campanaro. She is. Susie's brother is going to be on the show tonight. He is a riot. The Campanaros are a funny, funny family. So Susie is here supporting her bro. He's coming on soon. So Liz has checked in. Ed has checked in. Let me look at Chris. Chris Colaccio has checked in. He has the cutest baby I've ever seen. She looks exactly like him. So it's just like a tiny version of him. So Chris, keep posting those really cute pictures. I'm looking at both. Billy Goffey
is wearing a tutu.
He is. Listen, and why not? I'm sure he can rock it. He's always been a skinny guy. He's always been kept his weight down. I don't know. He eats as much as us, Leo, but he's just the nervous type. He's the nervous type. So let me see who else we got here. Christina Zizza, I think I saw her check in. So we got a lot of our friends have been checking in from all over the country. We appreciate you. We also have listeners in Australia and across the pond. And although it's different times there, I think in Australia, it's like they're like ahead of us, way ahead of us or something.
Well, if they ever want to watch us live and they can always go to your YouTube. They can always go to your Facebook Live.
Yeah.
Your Facebook always does that.
Talk about the YouTube channel, Leo.
YouTube channel, What's the Story with Maria? Everything from episode 1 all the way to we're broadcasting live there now, so we don't even have to transfer it over like we did in the olden days.
I realized I always write my page, my show log tonight. I didn't even write my show log. This is episode 191. Wow.
191.
Isn't that crazy?
That's awesome.
So tonight, let's just do our merch really quickly, Leo, and then we're going to bring on our first guest. I'm so happy he's joining us. Okay, so What's the Story with Maria? If you want some merchandise, we have very reasonable merchandise. We have our tote bag. It's one side says What's the Story with Maria. The other side says Go ahead, keep eating. Leo helped me design these. These are only $10. They're super light, and now a lot of places don't use plastic, so you got to bring your own tote bag. So
but Maria was insistent on the Happy Fun font.
Well, yeah, I think this is Harry. It reminds me of Harry Potter. That's why I like this font. Oh. It's very Harry Potter.
And if you think about it, have you gone shopping with your own bag yet?
No, because the thought of me carrying my own face around on a bag.
You can't do it. Hey, it's been all over Idlewild. Let me tell you that.
I know you use it quite a bit.
You do, and it is like having Hermione's bag because you can put a lot of stuff in it.
Oh yeah, a lot of it. That's a really good point, Leo. Now, also, we're keeping extra clean these days. So you can wash that. It washes really well and doesn't fade. So it's really great. Wait, let me do the cup first, Leo.
Oh.
Also for $10, our cup. What's the Story with Maria cup? And Leo has the prototype, so he's got the red. That's really stylish. Also, the Harry Potter font. I love this font. It's really, I think it was Harry Potter. I think they did call it that. Okay. So, yeah, yours says, Go ahead, keep eating. So that's that. Now, Leo, let's show our apron, which we both use to cook. This is
where Maria goes French?
Yes, this is our piece. Leo looks so nice in it. So if you want one of these, it's a little more money. It's $25, but it's well worth it. It's really good quality, and it washes really well. So those are our and please just write to us or email me. You have my email, or just text me if you have my number, or Facebook.
What's the Story with Maria at gmail.com.
That's right. And we will get it out to you, okay? And text me if you have my number. We'll work it out. Okay. So now our first guest is someone that I absolutely adore. He's just, when his name comes up, I always say, oh, such a nice man. He really is such a nice man. He is an amazing piano player, musical director. And and just a great guy and super high energy. And I've worked with him at the Duplex. I've worked with him at Brandy's. We work together at Pianist Envy. And he's just doing amazing things all the time. And let's put our hands together for Mr. Patrick Connolly, also known as Patty on the piano. Do we have Patty on the piano, Leo?
We have Patty on the piano right there.
I'm here. I'm here. I made it.
There
I feel like I was listening in. I felt like I was listening in on something I shouldn't hear. That intro was so sweet. Thank you. I appreciate it, Maria.
It's the truth, Patty. It's the God's honest truth. So, Patty, I think I met you about 3 or 4 years ago. Would that be right or more?
Maybe just a hair more. 2016, I want to say, is when I started playing at the Duplex, which is when I would have started to get to know you. Maybe even a year before, because I started at first. I was going to the Duplex. You know, I was sneaking in as a patron and meeting you. So maybe 2015 even. Did
you start working as soon? Yeah, you moved here from Chicago? Michigan.
You got the Midwest part right. Michigan, yeah.
Okay, yeah. I stop and think for a minute.
Little town north of Detroit. Yeah.
Okay, and your parents are still there, right?
Yep.
All right, and I noticed during the pandemic, I think you went home for a little while, right?
Yep. You know, the working musician life kind of took a turn for the worse during the pandemic. So there were a few months where, and especially like, you know, for anybody watching that was in New York, we all know New York got pretty scary there.
Yes.
In the spring. So there were about 3 months that I was back in Michigan.
Yeah. Because
my parents are still in my childhood home. So they had the bedroom. They said, why don't you, get out of there. And especially anybody watching New York from afar, I think it looked even scarier than being here.
Yes, absolutely. Well, it was pretty scary to be here as well.
It was scary, yeah.
I will say, I'm not going to lie, because I was here the whole time, and it was pretty.
You just didn't know. There were so many unknowns. Yeah.
And you're right. Like, we're musicians. We work in clubs, and the clubs were closed. So, and the schools were closed because we also work in schools. So there was a lot of that stuff going on. I do want to, let me see people that are checking in. You might know Kenny Holcomb is checked in from Tennessee. It's actually fun. Okay. Let me see if there's anybody that you know. Leah Sutton has checked in.
I saw it. I heard from Bill, from Billy Goffey.
Oh my God, Billy Goffey. John Pandish has checked in. Michael Barberi has checked in. I want to just keep an eye on. I got on my phone. I have one of my pages, and then there I have the other one of my pages. So now, besides the stuff that I know that I work with you at all those clubs, and I also know that you work at Don't Tell Mamas as well, right?
Yeah, which is reopening.
Yes,
on April 15th. That has been a long time coming. I think I can speak for everybody there that we're really excited about that.
Absolutely, and that's a really, really exciting thing. So you're going to be
able to find me on Wednesday nights.
Okay, good. That's what I was going to ask you. Are you going to be inside, Patty, or outside?
We're going to be inside. To my knowledge, they're actually going fully in. They're not doing the outdoor setup.
Okay.
So it'll be full indoors, and we're going to be singing and playing. We've got the plexiglass up. We're keeping everybody safe. We're keeping everybody socially distanced inside.
I love it.
But we're excited to get back to it, and we're excited to invite New Yorkers back in.
Absolutely. And you know what, that to me, once the clubs started opening up again, that was to me a sign of like all this beauty, just like, like the cherry blossoms say spring is coming. You see those little buds on the trees. It's the same thing with the clubs. It's like once the little clubs start opening up, that Broadway can't be that far behind.
Right. It's seeing the buds. I like that. That's good.
Yeah. And once Broadway opens, then the whole city is like, then we get the tourists back in, and it's like, it's just amazing. So look at this lineup at Don't Tell Mamas. That's a wonderful lineup. You got Anna there. You got, who do you work with, Eddie? I mean, who do you work with, Patty, at the
so this is all fresh, right? The schedule has been sort of, because you gotta take inventory of everybody who's still in New York, everybody who is still doing this, hasn't moved on to other work, which has been difficult.
Yeah.
So on Wednesdays, it'll be me with Allison Nussbaum and Joseph Red. So
beautiful.
both A+ singers, both singers I'm excited to have on my team, and we'll be you know the drill. We'll be taking requests and playing whatever the crowd wants to hear.
Yeah, like I know you guys have heard me many times talk about piano bars. I've been working in piano bars for just 20, God, almost 25 years. And I've met so many amazing, I've worked with so many amazing piano players, musical directors. But the thing is that the other clubs, we also respect each other. Like one thing I will say about the work that we do in the community that we work in is it's not competitive. It's very, you really want, we're like all about encouraging each other. And we go to see each other at other clubs. Like even on your days off, it's so funny. We always crack up. We go, "What do you do on your day off?" We go, "Well, we go to listen to music."
Right. And I've always said that's the sign of amazing line of work. The fact that we do that.
Yes.
We like the environment we're working in, because when we're not working, we still choose to go be there,
Right. And support our friends. And it's just such a, it's funny. People have so many times have said, "Oh, you know what you do for a living." It's like, it's fun and everything, but you don't make we'll talk about the money and stuff. But what people don't understand about what we do, it's not like there's not money in it. Of course there's money in it, but we have to really work. It's the grind and it's the hustle. It's all about the hustle. But we love what we do.
Of course.
There's a lot to be said for that.
Absolutely. I mean, I think certainly, I can tell you the first time I walked in the duplex, Jerry Diefenbacher was playing. And I walked in the duplex and he was playing How Sweet It Is, which is something that I have been playing. I mean, I was playing that in high school. I was playing that for a long time. And I walked in, and at the time I was holding down a different full-time job somewhere else. And I walked in and I thought, this is what I gotta be doing. Like, this is, I mean, like, and it's, every song, it's just a big celebration of music is how I think of it. We're there because we're celebrating all this music that we know and love and want to share with everybody. And that's what it still is for me. At the end of the day, I like going to the duplex on my days off, or to Joan Mama, or to Brandy's, or any of those piano bars. I like going there on my day off because I want to hear that music. I want to go sing along to that music. I want to go meet other people who like that music just as much as I do.
Right. I know. We tend to cluster with like what they always talk about, like-minded people. You want to be around people that understand life the way you understand life, that see the world the way you see it. It's just it's refreshing. And other artists, I'm inspired, like when I go to see other people sing, it makes me want to get up and sing more, or learn new songs, or do new things, or try something different.
And I think that's the golden part about, especially somebody who's never been to a New York piano bar before. I think everybody gets that feeling from the New York piano bar. So you get someone, especially like an introvert, or somebody who doesn't always feel, somebody who it's that feeling of being freed, of being exactly what you said. It makes you want to try something new. It makes you want to do something crazy. And I think everybody loves that feeling when they walk into a piano bar, and it brings that out in them, even somebody who doesn't have that personality already.
Yeah. And the thing about singing in general, like even babies, like I always notice this, babies will hear music and start dancing. They don't even know what it is, but it makes them move. Right. And the elderly, even if people that have, and that's why I want to talk about what you're doing.
I saw that segue coming. That's a good segue.
Yes. Like I've noticed even people that have Alzheimer's, or are just really at a place in their life where they're not doing what they used to do, but they still respond to music. And that's the part of singing. And like when I'm standing next to you guys and we're singing together, and I look at the audience, and it's all different walks of life, and they're all moving and enjoying it, there's no greater feeling.
Absolutely. And you reminded me of a favorite story that I haven't gotten to tell in a while.
Yeah, tell it.
So I've been to help your segue along. So I have been off and on. I've been playing for seniors, senior centers, the VA hospital in New York, various care facilities and independent living facilities, and all sorts of places. I've been playing at places like those for 10 years. That all started with a home that my grandmother was in, that I used to go and play at.
Well, that's nice, Patty.
Well, so you remind me of a story, because you mentioned and my grandmother was in memory care at a community in Michigan, and it's Alzheimer's. So you know, if anybody who has had a loved one with Alzheimer's will know, you know, it's this long degradation, and over time, conversation even becomes hard because they're forgetting your name, they're forgetting the words they need to have that conversation, they're forgetting why they're in the room, you know. So I'm playing for my grandmother and some of her friends in memory care, and I always, you know me, I always like to talk about the music. I always like to talk about what I'm playing next and what it means to me, or something about the song. And so I'm talking about Route 66. We're playing all these old time favorites, right? And I've got this crowd of 10 or 12 people, and I'm talking all about Route 66. Did anybody ever get to drive Route 66? Does anybody know where Route 66 went? You know, tell me about your car that you had when you were in high school, you know, all that kind of stuff. And this crowd is, that stuff doesn't, it's not there anymore. They're having trouble voicing any answers they might have to those questions. So then I go to play Route 66, and guess who sang every single word to Route 66? All 12 of those people. They knew, you know how, you know, Route 66, it names all those old towns along America. They knew every last name of that. The melody, there's something about the way the melody connected for them. Isn't that incredible? Like,
oh my God.
If it was just a conversation, they couldn't answer, they couldn't tell me the lyrics. But when you start playing that melody, they all know it. It's the most incredible thing.
Well, that's a beautiful story. I love that, Patty. I love it. Must be a part of the brain that even a part of the brain that is affected by these things like Alzheimer's or trauma, whatever. But there must be a part of the brain that, I don't know. So anyway, something else checked in. I'm sorry. But there must be a part of the brain that retains that is almost like in a little box that is saved. And then when music starts, it opens. I find it mind-blowing.
So this is a good segue to the other project that I'm really excited about that has kind of come up during pandemic, which is so I've been performing for a nonprofit called Sing for Hope for about 4 or 5 years now. So Sing for Hope, a lot of New Yorkers know Sing for Hope, or at least have heard of Sing for Hope, because every June in New York City they bring artists from all over the world. They come in they paint 50 different pianos. The pianos are donated from all across the nation. They paint 50 different pianos and they put them out on the streets of New York City for the month of June. So if you've been in New York for any length of time, there's probably at least one summer that you've looked around and saw this brightly painted piano, like the one that I see Leo is showing us a picture of one.
Yes.
You've probably been walking around New York City and you've seen one of those pianos out in the month of June, and Sing for Hope is the organization behind that. So during pandemic, Sing for Hope, I should start. In normal times, Sing for Hope organizes musicians to play in places like what I'm talking about, healthcare facilities, hospitals, schools, community centers. They organize musicians to go in and bring entertainment to all those places. Their mission is bringing access to the arts to more and more people. So when pandemic hit, a lot of those places that I used to play, such as the VA hospital, not only did that stop immediately, the VA hospital stopped having visitors. There were no visitors. And from somebody who has had relatives and loved ones in facilities like that, that's huge. I mean, the isolation doesn't help anybody's health, let alone somebody that's already struggling. So Sing for Hope started organizing virtual programming. They were doing concerts over Zoom. Wow. And they got me involved in that. Well, so fast forward, 9 months or whatever. In January, they started a platform called Healing Arts Interactive. So you can actually find healingartsinteractive.org. If you just type that in, that'll take you to Healing Arts Interactive. And I like to describe it as it's like the Netflix of live performances. Now it's geared towards, it's really geared towards anybody that might be suffering from isolation in the pandemic, anybody that might find joy in the arts during this time, which I think is a little bit everybody.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I think that's at least a little bit everybody, but it
makes everybody happy. Go ahead.
But a lot of the clientele tend to be older. We're finding that a lot of people are gifting memberships to grandparents or to parents and the like. So just to give you an overview of this, it's incredible. We have 100 all live events taking place on Healing Arts Interactive. So it takes place in Zoom but you actually access it through the site. Thanks, Leo. I appreciate you
Yeah,
showing
Leo's
it there.
incredible. Leo is just beyond
He's
incredible.
on it. He's
Yeah.
on it.
Yeah.
So the membership it's $9.99 a month or $99 for the year. And you have access to all 100 live events. So it's concerts, but it's not just concerts. It's concerts, it's meditation, it's movement, dance classes, and yoga, visual arts classes. We had, let's see, this evening, in fact, right before I jumped on this call, we had it was so cool. We had a tour of
Thank you,
the
Leo.
Broadway, a tour of the theater district, a virtual tour of the
Wow.
theater district. So we had Tim Dolan on, who runs Broadway Up Close, which is a tour company in New York, and he was giving us a virtual tour of early Broadway and showing us how all these theaters came to be, and all these, like the New Victory Theater that's been there for 120 years, showing us kind of the beginnings of that. Really cool stuff. So it's 100 live events a month. You get access to them all with the membership, and you'll even see me every now and then on there as a performer. And we also got, Maria, you'll be happy to know, we just got G on there, who is a excellent performer that Maria has worked with.
Yes, and it's funny. Just today, I reached out to G and I said, we got to get you on the show. So G will be on the show very soon as well, because G's always doing something really, really cool. And
Absolutely.
Wow, this is so great, Patty, because I know you were talking about it the other day. So when I said you want to come on the show, you were like, yeah, and I'm doing this, and this. I said, this is a perfect time. Mom, you're going back to Mama's. Mama's is opening up again. And then also the what's it called again? The
healingartsinteractive.org.
healingartsinteractive.org. Okay. So that is all amazing stuff. And you are just one of those people that brings joy to people. And like I notice sometimes in the piano bars, really late. Sorry, my dog wants to be in on all this. Do you know Rizzo? This is my dog, Rizzo.
I don't, but Rizzo is welcome. Look at Rizzo.
Oh, she's so cute. And sometimes she's just so like, cute. I want to be in on this too.
Also, A+ name.
Oh yeah, after Betty Rizzo, actually. But Rizzo, okay. Yeah. So, but anyway, the thing is that you're one of the guys that I love to work with, because sometimes we get not so much hecklers, but over ambitious or rambunctious or a little bit drunk. People just want to be part of it. You're yelling things out, but your personality is you're just so loving. And so you always understand that they're coming from a good place. And, you'll try, like we had a couple rambunctious Long Island girls this weekend, and, you just are so good with them. You understand that people are just want to be part of something really special,
That's right.
And so this all goes together with music, like we were talking about, from babies to teenagers to, I don't care who you are, you cannot be in a bad mood when good music is playing. There's just no way.
100%. That's why I do it. That's why I do it. Yeah,
I know,
absolutely.
Me too, honey. And that's one of the reasons that I enjoy working with you so very much. So now, there he is. Look at how happy Patty is. So Patty, tell us about all the ways that we can find you.
Oh, I would love to. I'd be honored to. So Leo's got my website up, which is really just a way to get to my social media, because that's kind of where all the fun happens and where I kind of push all my material out to. So the quick and easy way to find me is at Patty on the Piano. Leo's got my website up there for you. PattyOnThePiano.com. That'll anything Patty on the Piano, you'll find me, but you got to remember to spell it Paddy. So on Facebook and Instagram, I'm at Patty on the Piano. My website is PattyOnThePiano.com. You can email me at PattyOnThePiano@gmail.com. I'd love to hear from you. As long as you spell it Paddy, you'll find me.
Yeah, and to other piano players that are out there that might be listening, Patty is an incredible sub. So wherever you are, he's one of these guys that will show up. And Patty, what have I always said to you? You are one of the most best dressed humans. I love the way you dress. And Patty always has some really cool pants. I
wish I was wearing some cool pants for you right now.
Like always, when I'll be standing next to you singing, and I'm like, Patty, can you show everybody those cool pants? You're just a stylish guy. So, and if you go to any of his like platforms, you'll see that you just dress really cool. I love the way you dress. Now let's just take a second and say hi to people that have been checking in. My wonderful, wonderful, beautiful, sweet friend, Jill Anderson, who I adore, who's a great singer and a huge supporter of the arts, was a student in Morristown, but she just does so many things for us. And she has said, do you remember Jill?
I haven't met her, but I see that she wrote such a nice comment there.
Such nice things. And
Thank you, Jill, I appreciate it.
Your inspiration, Patty. Thanks for bringing so much joy to so many. Makes my heart happy. Yeah, and you guys would, Patty and Jill, you would get along so beautifully. Yeah, she said, remember when it started with the painted cows? That I wonder if that's the same company that painted. This was before you moved to the city. They used to paint these cows, and then it was the piano. The very good point, Jill. So it's true, the power of music. And then Lynn Portis, who's my best friend and musical director, said you can't be in a bad mood when good music is playing, Maria Gentile. It's true. If you are still in a bad mood when good music is playing, you're just a jerk.
That's the next merch from What's the Story with Maria. You're gonna sell a book of wise Maria quotes.
Listen, I don't even know what I say half the time. Our friend Melba LaRose says, hey, Maria, you're so good at this. You know why, Melba? Because I'm a Gemini and I can't keep my damn mouth shut. I just keep talking. Even when I'm alone, I'm talking to myself. One time I was at a supermarket and I said to some guy, I'm sorry, I talked to myself. I just, But anyway, so Patty, I want to thank you for, I'm just checking to see if anybody else we missed. Kathy Roy Spees. Okay. Kathy, you should know, I'm going to introduce you actually at some point. Kathy Roy Spees is my director of education at the school that I work at in Morristown. She's one of the most amazing human beings I've ever met. She just gets so much done and she's just all heart. And Kathy, you and Patrick Connolly would get along so well and appreciate each other. So I'm going to somehow connect you two. Okay. Kathy,
I look forward to it.
Yes, you would really appreciate each other's enthusiasm for music and love of bringing it to people. So, I'm lately I have so much inspiration about where we're coming out of something and where we're going, and it's all has to do with like this spring. But I feel so much hope in my heart lately that because I think this has made us realize is that we need each other, we miss each other. We love what we do, and we must keep doing it.
Even the cynics among us have been saying they need people. I think I've heard some known cynics say that.
Absolutely, and it's good. It's a good thing. So, Patty, I can't thank you enough for coming on. Now, I was going to say you don't have to completely leave. We're going to bring on our next guest, but if you have time, you can hang out.
I'm around.
All right, you can hang out in the green room.
I'm here.
And then when we do our food section, we'll bring you back in. Okay.
Ooh, I'm always here for the food section.
I know you are. You're such a sweetheart.
You'd be a fool to miss the food section.
Yeah, that's right.
So Leo, you and Patty would get along great too, because Leo's a great singer, and Patty's just.
I miss that being in the same time you've been there.
And you know what my dream is? Like everybody's like, oh, what can't you wait to do in the pandemic? I don't even have to think about it. I used to have all these huge musician parties for years where I would invite the same people that I work with, but now it's like our day off. And everybody comes to my house and I cook up a storm and we all just play music and piano players rotate and we all sing. So that's my dream, to get us all vaccinated. And so we're in a place where it's safe to do so. And Jill used to be at a lot of my parties, and Lynn. And so that's my dream. And Leo, you'll have to fly home for that. All right.
Yeah.
Get your shots.
All right. Everybody gets a shot.
Yeah, that's right.
Mine's on Friday.
Your shot is on Friday. That's wonderful, honey.
I'm getting the J&J.
Okay. That's what Judy got. She one and done.
Yeah.
All right. So hang out, Patty. We're gonna keep you back in the green room, and we're bringing on our next guest. Are they ready, Leo?
Well, hold on a second. Let me see if they are.
Because if they're not, then we'll just keep Patty on still. I just didn't want to.
No, I don't see them yet. I think they're trying to get on. I've seen the threat of them.
The threat of them. Okay, so you know what? Maybe let me just text one of our connects, or actually, Susie, if you're listening, maybe you can do the behind the scenes work. We're trying to get Susie's brother, John. He and his wife own a shop called, his name is Giovanni Campanaro, and his wife's name is Sacchi. And they own Giovanni Sacchi. It's a hair salon in New York, and they I come from a family of hairdressers, so I always appreciate hairdressers, and especially in New York because we've gotten our engines back up. So we're trying to get them on, and hopefully they can find we can find them.
I have an idea while they're waiting. They're probably working on it. I'm not going to have any food left to show.
Should we do? Hey, that's a great idea. Why don't we do our food section?
Okay.
All right. So this section of our show is called "Go Ahead, Keep Eating." So Patty, you're gonna have to do that with us. 1, 2, 3.
All right.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Keep eating. So I'm gonna show you what I made tonight. So I was dying for steak, and I haven't had steak in a long time. Also, Leo and I are trying to be a little healthier. And Patty, we were talking about this last week because you're a gluten-free guy.
My mouth just watered.
I know. So I'm trying to do more steak and more protein and vegetables. So I have steak, which I marinated in red wine, garlic, cumin, and then those three, and then I cooked some mushrooms with a little bit of garlic and some butter. It's just very simple today. Garlic, butter, and some spices. And then I have some beautiful yellow rice, but not too much. Keep my carbs low. And then I made, because John's wife and our friend Sacchi is Japanese, so I made like a kind of a traditional Japanese salad. So I have like green leaf lettuce, and I have baby cucumbers, which I sliced really thin, scallions, avocado, radishes, and I'm going to put a ponzu sauce on this, and maybe a little Sicilian lemon olive oil, because John is Sicilian. So I like that. I try to, everything has to have a theme here. And because it was Easter last week, I have these delicious little Easter cupcakes. I don't know if you can see them. They look like little flowers.
Wow, look at that. Those are beautiful, Maria.
Thank you, honey. Thank you so much. So that is what we're making tonight. Now, Leo did not know what I was making tonight. And he's always cooking up a storm. And he's trying to stay healthy, too. What did you make, Leo?
So I went for seared tuna.
Seared tuna. Oh, my God. Who makes seared tuna?
I just saw that when I was passing by. So seared tuna with a little sesame dressing on the bottom of it. There is my rice vinegar pickled cucumber.
Unbelievable.
And then my coleslaw.
Beautiful.
So I opted for coleslaw over rice.
So we're staying healthy.
Somebody's incredible. You know, before I moved to New York, you know what they told me? They told me New Yorkers don't cook.
Is that true? That's
what they told me. And then I moved to New York and I met you.
Oh, thank you.
That's a lie.
And I think I've cooked for you, right? I mean, I think you've eaten some.
I haven't. I have had a chance to have some of your cooking at Duplex before.
Yes.
There was that's the only time I've gotten to try it.
Okay.
But I fully expect, when we're back in person, I fully expect to be back on What's on the Story, or what's the story with you.
Yeah.
So I can have some of your cooking.
Yes, once we're back in person, because I do cook for people when they're in the studio, and that's going to happen. As soon as people get vaccinated again, then they come to visit, we're going to do that. And I'm really praying, because for our 100th episode, we had a big party, and our 200th episode is coming up soon, although I don't think we're going to be able to be ready in time for that. However, my 4-year anniversary show will be in July, and maybe for that we can have people in the studio.
4 years.
Yeah, I know. So we were doing this way before people started doing it in the pandemic. But I believe there's room for all of us, and I believe in an abundance and good things. But yeah, we've been at this a long time. So Leo, I saw a peek of Susan Campanaro.
Yeah, have you met Susan Campanaro?
Oh my God, there she is.
Hi.
Susie, you know
I hope my brother can figure it out. Leo, is he around yet?
I saw them, but I only saw the screen of the, but I didn't see him. So, and then
I might have to just call in. I don't know.
All right. Well, you know what to do, Susie? Do me a favor. Text him and give him my number, and he can call in. Or
I will do that.
In the meantime, let me see what other people, because other people are posting. So Lynn did the Go Ahead, Keep Eating. Thank you. My friend, my cousin Rena, she always shouts out the Go Ahead, Keep Eating. We did our 100th show at Rena's house, and I think we did one of the anniversary shows at Rena's house as well. Let me see who else has checked in here. And listen, if we don't get Giovanni on this show, we'll get him on another show. It's not the end of the world.
Hey, there I am.
Oh my God!
How are you?
There he is, Giovanni. How are you, G?
Good, good.
So, listen, and you know what's funny? John is one of these people. As soon as I see him, I start laughing. He cracks me up.
Hi, John.
Hey, who's that?
It's your sister. John.
Liz? Hey, Liz. What are you
No,
doing
it's
over
not
there?
Liz. It's
Oh,
Susie.
it's not Liz. Oh,
It's your other sister, John.
oh, the other one. Yeah, I remember.
Listen, where's your beautiful wife tonight?
She's hiding at the moment.
All right, well, tell her I said hello. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Giovanni part of the Giovanni Sacchi
Yes.
hair salon. And Sacchi is his beautiful wife, of course. John, did you guys work today?
Yes, we worked all day. Yeah.
Okay, so tell us where your shop is.
It's First Avenue between 57 and 58.
Okay, so what is the exact address? Hi, Sacchi.
It's a 1062 First Avenue.
106.
That's it.
Okay, so you can just look that up. It's Giovanni
Yeah.
Sacchi.
But we don't have any tuna over there.
No, I know. Listen, Leo made seared tuna. I mean, how?
See, look at that.
There's your shop.
Yeah.
So, John, you do cut, color,
Everything.
all of it, everything. And
Yeah.
also,
They're making everybody look beautiful.
who's got the TV on?
Oh, turn off the TV.
Yeah.
The Yankees won. I wore a red shirt for you, though.
Oh, you're so sweet, John. I would have worn. Well, look, I have my New York shirt on. So this is Giovanni and Sacchi's hair salon, and I've been there. It's really great. I love that awning, by the way. So that's now. What is different for
But
you guys?
the difference is the awning's not the same, definitely.
No, I know that, but what's different for you guys, Honey Bunny, in COVID? Are you still? I am sure you're busy as busy can be, right?
Well, people are starting to come back because they're all getting vaccinated.
Yes, but
Yeah.
people always need their hair done. I know because my sister has a shop. Your hair's going to keep growing, and then because it's growing, you're going to need to do your roots and all that stuff, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Now, also, Sacchi, you're Japanese. Sacchi, you're Japanese, right?
Yes, she's Japanese.
Okay, and I know that you have quite a following, a Japanese following as well, right?
Yeah, we have quite a few Japanese coming in there.
Okay, so that's really always good to know, because if you are Japanese or have Japanese friends and they speak Japanese, that's Giovanni Sacchi. So that's also to me a draw.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
Now this is going to bring me to why I had Susie on as well. I want you guys to tell me, you've been married how long now?
24 years.
And you work together every day, right?
For 22 years.
Wow, that's quite an achievement.
Yes.
So now, and Susie's involved in this story too. Tell me how you met Sacchi.
Oh. You want to know the truth?
Well, it was Susie's part of it, right, Susie?
Yes.
Yeah.
She was on part of it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Well, what happened? What happened
She disappeared.
She disappeared.
Yes, and then I met Sacchi.
Yeah, I was in Japan doing a gig, but they sent me home because I was complaining because I didn't want to be in a room with like 5 other girls. I had my own room, and then they wanted to room me with all these other girls, and I was afraid they were going to steal my clothes. So they got mad at me and they sent me home. But before that, I was in Japan for a month, and I told my brother to come visit because I was supposed to be there for 3 months. Remember, Maria?
I had all the clothes for her that she thought she was going to get stolen. I had to take them all back. Then I bought all these clothes, for her.
Wow.
But on the last day that he was in Japan, he met Sacchi.
That's so. This is the beauty of this story. It's one of those crazy stories. You're in Japan, you're working on a gig. It's not a gig you want to keep doing. And I remember that year. And I'm so glad you came home. It just wasn't an ideal
But
gig.
I wouldn't have went there if it wasn't for
That's
you.
exactly.
Yeah, he wouldn't have went if it wasn't for me.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
he wouldn't have met Sacchi.
Yeah.
You see, I always say God has bigger plans.
Yeah.
Sometimes you're in a place, even if it's not a good place, because something else is about to happen. And John, how long did Sacchi come right over with you right away, or did you keep going back and forth?
We had like a long distance relationship.
Okay. And I just think it's one of those great stories. And now, you guys have been married 24 years?
Yeah.
Wow.
On March 31st.
It's like it was yesterday, Susie, right?
Oh yeah, we went to New Rochelle and they got married.
Wow. That's crazy. And now you guys are you usually travel together, like on holidays and stuff. You all go to your mom's and your mom's in Florida, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, well, they always come for Christmas. Usually on Easter, they go gambling. That we all have our things we do. And they go to Japan like once a year, but during COVID, right, John, you haven't been. Sacchi hasn't been either.
I haven't been. I didn't even gamble on the basketball game yesterday.
No gambling during COVID.
No gambling during COVID. But when do you guys think that they're going to open up travel?
I'm not betting on that.
But travel to Japan, it's going to be a while, right?
Well, it depends. Like, I guess. I mean, right now, that's a hard call.
Yeah.
We're
knows?
just happy that the people came back and that they're coming to get their keratin treatments. They're coming to get their highlights.
Oh, it's great.
I'm going to get my roots.
Yeah, we tell them we need this. Even if they don't need, you need that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, also, one of our mutual friends, Eric Eves Garcia, Frenchie, is one of your customers, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and he always looks really great.
Yes, but the problem is he always brings this piano in there, and then like he starts playing it, and then it gets loud, and
well, then he has to be thrown out.
Well, we put plastic around it, so it would be sanitized and everything. Yeah, we didn't want to,
Folks, he's making all of this up. He's totally making all.
Wait a minute! What? No.
He brings his piano in.
A toy piano one time.
Oh, we did.
Yes, he said. Yeah, it was. Yeah.
So Julie,
my brother's salon is right
he can
by
fit a toy piano.
house.
That's about it.
What did you say, Suze?
My brother's salon is by Faye Dunaway's apartment, and she comes by every once in a while, right, John?
Yeah. She came by.
Oh, cool.
But not since the pandemic. Yeah.
Well, no, she's probably quarantining. So Jean Simpson Dunn has checked in. She loves the seared tuna too. Leo, that seared tuna is very popular right now. Who else did we get checked in? Julie Cesari, who was our director in Tony and Tina's wedding. Susie, you remember Julie?
Hi, Julie. I love Julie.
Julie did give us our equity cards, for Christ's sakes. Discovered us pretty much.
Julie definitely discovered me, and I appreciate it. And she taught me most of how I know how to be. She always said, make really positive choices. She said the greatest thing she ever said to me was, Maddie Monroe is not a slut. She's madly in love with Mr. Nunzio, and she loves the women. Make friends with all the women. Like, Maddie was the stripper. They play her like she's like, doesn't like women and jealous. No, she's friendly. She's happy. She just happens to take her clothes off for a living.
I didn't know that was a true story to Tony and Tina's wedding.
Well, it was, these things were based on stories. And I also want to, Diane Cairns Connolly, who was a friend of mine we grew up together. She's just said, good vibes. And she also said, you never forget your roots. You never forget where you come from. And music is fabulous. So, tonight we were talking about music and how, like we had Patty Connolly on the show. And it's just, and the same thing with I'm called tonight's show, New York, You Are Beautiful, because It's just this, we have all this great energy starting back up. And you guys in the beauty business keep New York beautiful. What's the number one thing that people come back for over and over again, John? What's the thing people that when
roots? They come back for their roots.
Right.
I know. I'm going Thursday.
Because otherwise we'd all look so scary if we didn't get our roots done, right?
Yeah. That's what I thought your friend was talking about, your roots.
Yeah. Well, that's probably what she is talking about.
Don't forget our roots.
You don't forget your roots.
Yeah,
my brother doesn't have any gray hair.
No, I want to say that John has always had amazing hair himself.
Yeah.
John, you've always had really good hair.
That's why, yeah.
So, I mean, that helps. If you're
if I was bald, that'd probably look like a doof.
I know. Can you imagine? That wouldn't be a good thing. That would not be a good thing. All right.
But you know.
Say it again, John. I'm sorry.
Well, you know, I mean, it's good to have nice hair if you're a hairdresser.
Yes, absolutely. You want to just like anything. If you're someone that's in the fitness business, you should probably be fit. You know, things like that, right? Chefs are usually a little chubby because we have to try things like that. So you want to check out GiovanniSacchi.com, and that is for the radio listeners that can't see us. It's GiovanniSacchi.com, GiovanniSacchi.com.
And I'm really thankful and grateful that you invited me to be on your show.
Oh, John,
Isn't he sweet?
I love John, and I love Sacchi.
Yeah,
Sacchi, stay in the frame, honey. I know you're shy, but Sacchi's so cute and sweet and smart, and you're both so talented, you know, in what you do. And, you know, I have a very much an appreciation for this line of work because it's my family's line of work. So I know how hard it is. You're on your feet all day. Yeah. You have to be personable because people, when they go to the hairdresser, they love to talk. You know,
John talks the whole time. He talks. Yeah. He's a talker. Him and Eric Eves, they nonstop.
Yeah. We talk about pizza.
You talk about pizza? Well, pizza is something that everybody loves. I don't care how old you are.
He didn't really bring his piano there.
And now, John, do you have I know. Do you have repeat customers that you've had for years and years and years?
Maybe one.
Yeah. Well, hold on to that one. Maybe one. Thank you to Johnny.
I got clients that when I was gone, I came back. They still came back.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, because you have a following.
Yeah, and all of a sudden they're like, I knew you from 37 years ago. I was like, I wasn't born. I mean, like, what are you telling me? You were 39 years old.
Leo, did I tell you John was a character? I said, you're going to love John. He's a character. Frank Udiciani has checked in. Eugenia Mesa has checked in. That's my honey. Diane Cairns has checked in. Let me see who else. These are all people that are checked in or watching the show. Now, John, you know, you can share the show a million times and people will watch. And also, John, did you watch the episode with your mother on the show?
Oh yeah, she was good. Yeah.
She stole the show.
Yeah.
Mommy's hilarious.
Yeah, to this day, Barbara Campanaro is one of our most sought after guests.
Wow.
Yeah.
She gets the best stories. She's got the best stories.
Some funny stories.
There's one story that's good, real quick. Every Christmas, Mom made a quiche with bacon, cheese, and Swiss cheese. And then John all of a sudden went vegetarian about like 30 years ago. And she said she was never going to make the quiche again.
That's it. End of the quiche story.
Yeah. We never, you can't have quiche. Like every Christmas until we were like 20, quiche. Then he went vegetarian at like 25. No more
quiche.
Italian.
Liz didn't want to make the trufala because the dog ate it. But the dog's not around anymore.
So it seems to me like your mother that's it. Once she's done, she's done. I want to shout out to my cousin Joyce Savina, who I adore, and she's checked in. Hi, sweetheart. She is a hairdresser.
Oh, cool.
Yes, at Joyce's Unisex Salon in Everett on Ferry Street, 132 Ferry Street in Everett, Massachusetts. So if you're in that neck of the woods.
I got somebody that comes from Northampton, Massachusetts, cut her hair.
Really? That's a
Yeah.
long haul.
Yeah, her name's Melissa.
People will follow their hairdressers everywhere.
Yeah.
So now Patty's popped back on. We are getting to towards the end of our show. So I always like to have my guests say something inspiring to the other people out there.
Hey, does Giovanni want to trade hair?
Oh, yes. I'll trade.
No. Listen, that's why I'm saying this is like a toss-up. You don't know what's going to happen with hair.
Yeah, you never know.
It could go either way. So let's be grateful for.
No, I might trade it for like $1 million.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Maria has great hair. Maria's hair has great hair. I had to get the keratin treatment. I got to get the dye. My hair is the crappiest in the family. Frizzy. Oh.
Listen, we all have to do what we have to do. You know what I mean? And everybody's got different. Like Judy she has her hair change all the time. I'm the kind of person that's had the same haircut since I was 4. I've said that.
Like, this is the first time that my hair can be this long since I've left New York.
Your hair is super. Yeah, because usually. Go ahead.
This is the good Native American hair there. But when I was in New York, to have it this long in the humid, I could never do it. I would walk out of I would come out looking like, slick back like a Mexican, and 5 seconds later be a Puerto Rican with just curly hair.
Well, you'd fit in then.
Yeah, well, because you are Mexican, Leo, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So anyway, hair is a big topic. As you know, we all have different stories about hair. So I want to thank all the hairdressers out there that take care of us and make us feel beautiful. And thank you because where would we be without music and hairdressers? Where would we be? The world wouldn't be beautiful without it.
Don't ask me to trim a beard. The barber is the one.
Listen, I have clippers in my car now. I give my guy friends if they need Patty. Next time I see you, I can do your beard. I can do a little trimmer.
Patty, do you have trouble with the straight lines?
I got to tell you, I about ago or something, I bought like a $40. This is such an affront to Giovanni, so I shouldn't even say this. But about 10 years ago, I bought a $40 pair of hair clippers and never went back. So I just go all the way around. But
it's easy.
Some guy during the pandemic sold me hair clippers for $2.
That good of a deal.
No, he came into the salon. I was closing up, and he was like, "You want to buy these?" So I was like, "How much?" He says, "A couple of dollars." So I give him $2.
That's it. You never know when you're going to get.
He needed $2.
At that time, he did. At the beginning of the pandemic, who knows? It's $2 he didn't have. Yeah. So now, Patty, what do you want to leave people with? Where the show's almost over. What do you want to?
Ooh, what a question. I want to leave people with. There is a light at the end of the tunnel, and we're getting there. I mean, in this conversation, we have talked about all of us are coming from businesses that at one time were closed down in the last year, and we're coming back strong. And I hope that's a bit of a beacon of light to everybody watching and listening.
Absolutely. And as the spring is here, hope does spring eternal. And we're, as New Yorkers, we are coming back. And if you're listening from anywhere else in the country, I'm sure the same thing is happening where you are. So we shall not give up hope. We're going to keep doing what we're doing. And we're going to keep the world beautiful, as only musicians and hairdressers can do. And Leo, can we all give it up for Leo Rodriguez? Leo, this show has gotten better and better and better and better because of you streaming everybody's stuff, pulling up footage and all kind of content. We would be lost without you, Leo. So thank you. Let's show that seared tuna again. And Jimmy says we have 1 minute left. Show your seared tuna. Everybody's going crazy over it.
It's gone.
It's gone. You ate it? Oh, my God. I want to thank Jim Bell, our producer and engineer. He's in New Hampshire. I want to thank Joe Rocks. He was the big cheese at Armed Radio, armeddigitalmedia.com, Armed Radio Global. Please come back every Tuesday night at 9 p.m. if you want to.
Kinds of animals, like Ronnie James Dio said.
Okay. That is Giovanni of Giovanni Sacchi, Susie Campanaro, Leo Rodriguez, Patty on the piano. I love you guys. We'll see you next week.
Bye. Thank you, Maria. You're the best.
You're the best.
All right.